Okay, so I'm starting off on freshly washed hair. No product in it, I just took it out of the towel. I don't like to waste no time, so we getting right into it. I'm starting off by sectioning my hair. I usually do a smallest section of 2 in the back. I hydrate it with water, even though I just came out of the shower and washing it. Sometimes it's already getting dried up, and I have to do that before I apply my leave-in conditioner, so it's moisturized-ish. I'm just going in and finger detangling it. Make sure it's just hydrated before I start brushing it out to detangle it. Now I'm adding some curling cream. That's the second step in the routine, and I usually just finger comb that through. I started using grease on my ends because I started to get a lot of fairy knots after I dyed my hair. So I added mango butter grease to the ends of my hair. Now I'm adding gel for definition. Honestly, I don't do wash and goes that often. So this is a new method I'm trying. It's just the shingle method, but a very lazy one because I be getting tired and I know I won't do it throughout my whole head. Here is one part fully done. Look at that definition, that curl pattern, and the other side is done. Just look how they are bouncing and they are juicy. Come on now. Okay, so now we're getting up close and personal, and this is just the same shingle method. I use fairly big parts and I don't really go in and shingle it the whole way. I just run some product through my hands. I'm mostly shingling at the roots because that's where it gets puffy, and I don't really like that because it's kind of hard for me to detangle. So we're just speeding up the process. I'm just literally twisting the root and letting the rest hang down because my curls are pretty defined throughout the rest. It's just my roots that start to get clumped up together. So I find that this helps for me, even though I don't do wash and goes, and that's exactly why I don't like when the root clumps together, and then it's hard for me to do a next style after that. Alright, so we have a section done. Look at that definition. Look at these curls. Sometimes I think about re-dyeing my hair, but then I'm like, I like the grown out look, you know? If you know, you know. So there, I think I already defined most of this. I'm just going back in with some curling cream, especially if it feels like the moisture has already been lost. And what you're about to see next is the middle portion of my hair, which is a different hair type. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell from the videos, but that middle portion right there, it's just a little bit coarser. I wouldn't say it's a completely different hair type, but it might be a different porosity. I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit of both. But here we are. We have one section left. I follow the same routine throughout my whole entire head, regardless. I think I have about 2 patterns in there and maybe 2 porosities. And we're just finishing off with the lazy shingle method. Honestly, I don't have much experience with it. I just know that if I lay my hair down straight, I will not be able to get into another style, and I don't like wearing my hair down, so this helps me be easier to get through my roots for the next couple of days if I don't want to wear my hair down for a week straight. It just needs a little shaping. Get into it. Look at them curls just bouncing. Anyways, now we're doing the banding method. I start with a braid at the root, literally just a small braid. It doesn't go down that far, and then I start banding the rest. I do a braid at the root for the same reason why I shingle at the root, so that it's more stretched and it is not just full air dry from my roots, because my roots tend to get puffy and they cannot be styled as easy. So here I am finishing up with the banding method. Honestly, you'll see in the end, I'll talk about how I did too much banding, because I'm about to show the next clip and I'm about to add more. And that's kind of where I messed up, because I lost almost all of my definition that I usually could have. So this is the morning after, straight from taking my hair down from the bonnet. My hair takes like 3 days to dry, y'all. So it definitely was not dry after one night. It's actually pretty wet in this video, but that's why I had the dryer on. So I'm taking them down. I don't know if you can tell, but it's super wet. There was really no point in me banding this up if I wanted it to be fully dry. I should have sat under the dryer, but honestly, I don't have the patience for that. I'd rather, well, I don't know if I have the patience for either after I had to blow dry my whole head section by section, and it took like an hour and a half, but it was worth it for the outcome. So I'm just taking out the rubber bands, just sliding them down. Since my hair is super wet, it's not getting stuck really, except for the ends where it's kind of, you know, tangled. And so once I slide all of them down, that's when I realized I lost a lot of definition. And for some, it might be a decent amount of definition. It's just, I don't really like braid outs, and it kind of is giving braid out. Unless it's a really defined braid out. But even so, I just need a little bit more definition. Because usually I do a braid / twist out, and I have the twist out at the ends so that my ends are curly. So I'm just looking at some of the hair pieces, and now I'm going to add some curling cream. I'm not going to add any water yet because I don't want it to shrink back up. I still want it to kind of be stretched, which is the point of banding as well. But if I were to do it again next time, I would not use the scrunchies and the rubber bands. I would just use one. So now I'm going in to blow dry my hair. This was just a light blow dry over like my whole entire head. And then I realized this is not going to work. My hair is going to take forever to dry. So after this one section, that's when I realized I'm going to have to put my hair up and do it section by section. So while I was adding the curling cream, I realized that if I wanted a little bit of wetness to get the curls back, because it's just being applied on mostly dryish hair, I had to put some gel in there to let it get curly and let it have that wetness, since I'm not spraying it or spritzing it with the spray bottle. So I was adding some gel to the ends because I mostly want definition toward the ends. I don't know why I kept thinking I could do a full blow dry. Like when I took those braids out, even the little 1 inch of braid it was so soaking wet under there, like it was never gonna dry in the braid. So now here I am finally taking it out. You see the roots are extra saturated, which is why I'm focusing on those, especially since I want those to be the most stretched, so that it's a little bit more elongated, and then you'll still be able to see my curl pattern. Oh, look at my little highlight. Anyway, so here I am stretching at the roots. I'm also using the blow dryer, and I'm moving it downward down the shaft of my hair. So this is one section done, well, almost half of my hair really. And I just pointed the blow dryer down on cool air, I think, or medium, not hot, just to dry it. Let's get into the definition. Look at the little curls. I cannot believe there was a time where I did not love my curls. Like, I can't believe I had a perm at one point, a relaxer, potato. So anyways, look at that curl pattern. I really usually do twist out, so I'm not used to seeing it like that. And here's when I realized I don't want to do wash and goes again, because drying it section by section took so long. This process was so tedious, taking out each section, blow drying it by the little part. But honestly, if I did a bigger section, it wouldn't have ended up as good. So it was worth it. You see the definition right there. Okay, come through curl pattern. That's a part of my edges that I cut because they were so long, and now I regret it because I cut it so it would look better with braids, and then I took the braids out. Now here I am. Anyways, here we are with the last section, about to finish blow drying it. I'm literally just cupping my hands to keep all the air in. I could just sit under a hooded dryer, but it's just not the same for me. So anyways, I'm just making sure my roots are dry because my ends will be okay. I did a little style in the front because I don't like wearing my hair down. I especially don't like when it's split down the middle because then it lays in my face. So as you can see, this style has my hair out of my face for the most part, except for that little side. And here I have my other pattern peeking through, literally trying to mess up my wash and go. But we're not gonna let it mess it up. We just hid it behind there, and this is the finished product. I love it. I am so happy I tried to do wash and goes again because honestly I haven't done them for a good year. Thanks for watching. Bye.